stream lectures while I'm out here on this walking trail this morning. Look like for now it's a slight overcast, but I can see that the sun is going to be coming out. And like I said, I do some sort of exercise or workout daily. You got to keep your body moving. Believe it or not, taking care of your body is one of the key elements of living a minimalistic lifestyle in terms of your money, your energy, and what you do with your time. And a part of my time that I carve out on a daily basis is to work out every single day that God wake me up. So I do want to just let everybody know that my channel is now reached 62,000 plus subscribers. I got up this morning and my subscribers has reached well over 62,000 subscribers. And I'm looking at the geographics. A lot of my new subscribers, they're coming from India, the UK, Cairo, Egypt area. So, then that ties into being, tapping into those other markets and delivering the goods in terms of my content and to motivate people to subscribe to my channel. So the focus of this lecture is I am in preparation. I leave December the 13th. I'm in preparation to get ready for my guided tour to go visit the Giza pyramids in Cairo, Egypt. That has been a plan of mine for a long time. I want to thank and praise and acknowledge my travel agent, Salone Patterson. We actually start preparing to make this happen August of this year. So this ain't like I just up and did this in terms of, giving me the best package deal. It would be a group of us, like 30 of us on this guided tour. These people will be coming from all over the world. I tell anybody, go through a reputable travel agent when you're traveling abroad. And I'm telling you, they know what they're doing behind the scenes. There's many things I had to do to prepare. First of all, you got to have a passport. I've always had a passport. I've done a lot of traveling throughout my life, but I'm doing it now non-military. So you got to have a passport. You really do need to have a really good travel agent. And also make sure you have travel insurance. That plays a huge role. And that travel agent will, that's all as part of that package deal. And I'm going to break it down in terms of really what travel insurance covers. It covers medical. People don't think about that. It covers medical. If you get sick traveling abroad, you ain't got to worry about no big fat medical bill. That travel insurance is going to cover your medical. That travel insurance is going to cover if you miss a plane. Say if you miss your plane, and then that travel insurance will cover for that ticket to purchase another plane versus you dishing out $2,000 or $3,000 just to get a whole nother flight to get to where you need to get. That travel insurance covers in the event, say if you die in Cairo, that travel insurance will cover for them to get your body back to where you abroad or stateside. Because if you ain't had that travel insurance, what your family going to be in a dilemma in terms of shipping your body back from Cairo, Egypt to the state that you live in. You're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So you gotta have travel insurance. In addition, also take information on your private insurance. So now you're doubly covered. You got the travel insurance, you got your own private insurance information. All that needs to be done behind the scene. Make sure you got all applicable shots. Depending on what part of the world you're going in, your doctor is going to know what specific shots you're going to need based on where you're going. Rather you're going to Italy, rather you're going to Cairo, rather you're going to China. You got to have certain shots. And I remember that for the military. You got to have certain shots based on where you are going. And sometimes those shots got to be given months in advance before you leave. So that's why you got to be talking to your primary doctor. You got to talk to your primary doctor, let them know where you're going, and the medical experts, they're going to know what specific inoculation you need based on where you're going. You don't just up and go. You do not. So you're talking about months in preparation. You know, I remember my daughter studied abroad when she was in high school. She went to Japan as an exchange student. We had to study Japan culture and everything that she needed under the program she went under for 6 months prior to her going to Japan. So I say that to say you got to do the footwork, the behind the scene, before you get your behind on that plane. And another preparation that you're going to need is also, for me, is also make sure, keep it simple. I opened up a separate checking account just for my travels to get a debit card for that. And there's only a certain amount that I'm going to spend. And so if I swipe more than that amount, it ain't going to clear. So that'll help you stay on budget when you travel abroad. You know, even though the package deal, that's been paid for in August, but there's still a debit card I'm going to take just in case if I want to buy a souvenir. You know, let me break this thing down to you. A guided tour. When I'm going to be over there for about 2 weeks, and we're going to be going to various other places within those 2 weeks, not just to see the pyramids. We're going to just go other travels within the country. It's going to be a guided tour. You're going to be with other people. You're going to get the experience. You're going to get the mainly experience of seeing those Giza pyramids that are over 4,600 years old BC before Christ. Imagine that for a moment. Imagine being able to witness that, to be able to walk through those pyramids, to be able to touch that structure. You know, those pyramids can be seen from outer space. That's power. That's something I tell anybody, before you leave this earth, that's one of the 7 wonders of the world you must see. And still today, they're still finding secret compartments within those pyramids. They're still unfolding stuff. With all of the technology in the world, they still cannot figure out how those Egyptians just constructed that pyramid. But I'm gonna keep it simple. How they constructed that pyramid, they were guided by God. They were guided by the Spirit. It's simply put. That's simply put. You know, people are always trying to come up with other ideas. They were guided by the Spirit. And people I know who live there and have walked through those pyramids, various people have told me there's a certain area in that Giza pyramid, there's a certain spot where you are going to feel a powerful spiritual presence, and you will drop to your knees. So if you don't believe in God, by the time you get to that spot, you will believe in some kind of God by the time you're behind leave. You will not return the same. All of my friends who live over there, when you experience that, it's almost like a spiritual journey, which it is. It's a spiritual journey to see a structure that's over 4,500 or 600 years old BC before Christ. That is an experience that's worth doing what you need to do to get over there. And this is one of the things, be honest with you, I didn't just start preparing for this. This was something that I developed a strategic plan, to be honest with you, to make it possible for me to get over there 10 years ago in the making. This is 10 years in the making. So just like I was talking to a really good friend of mine, personally, I've been knowing her for over 25 years, and she know my story. She say, you know, you have sacrificed so much because I went through sacrifice to make sure my daughter was set. But in order to do that, I had to put a lot of my stuff on hold. And my friend was telling me, it's time. Your daughter doing good. It's time. You have put this trip on hold for over 15 years. And she's right. It's time. So I say that to say, you know, you got to do what you got to do. But at the same time, when you get to the point now where you can begin to do some of these things, like go visit these 7 wonders of the world, do what you got to do to get over there, because people spend more money, and I can attest to that. Most people spend more money going to Walt Disney World in Orlando. It don't take no much. They spend $5,000 and $6,000. Let's go to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. You can take that same money. You only need that much, and go visit the Giza pyramids in Cairo, Egypt, and experience that spiritual awakening. And I'm here to tell you. So it's a lot of preparation I've done behind the scene. As it got getting closer, I'm leaving on December the 13th. I'm gonna be over there for a couple of weeks. So it's been so much. And I'm still doing stuff behind the scene, because my travel agent yesterday had to send me some vouchers, and I got to get those vouchers printed out, because those vouchers, as we go on all these various tours, we got to have vouchers for that. Paid for. So she literally was let me send these out soon. So she got them to me, and I got to actually call her again today. It's a couple more questions I got to ask her. So I say that to say it's so much, but the more you do this, it becomes second nature. The more you begin to start traveling abroad. And another key pointer I tell anybody, that for me speaking, travel light. Don't be lugging 4 and 5 different luggages with an experience like that. Me personally, I'm traveling light. One tote bag, that's it. Military taught me that. Because my focus is going to be enjoying that experience versus keeping up with 4 or 5 baggages. You're stepping over into somebody else's world. You're going to look like a tourist, and you're going to be a target. The goal is, the military taught me this, I can be a chameleon, I can blend, and you won't even notice. You got to blend in versus sticking out like a sore thumb with 4 or 5 luggages on you. You in an element you don't know anything about, so you're going to be a target. But if you got the skills and ability to travel with one bike and to be that chameleon, to be invisible, to use those survival skills, the Marine Corps taught me that, then you're going to need those survival skills as you travel abroad. And I'm here to tell you, keep everybody from your circumference, that perimeter, when you stick your hand up. Never use the word I, use the word we. Drink nothing, trust no one. Use those survival skills, and I'm here to tell you, because I'm telling you, if you step up in these different parts of the world, sticking out like a tourist, you might not make it by. Stay within the crowd. Never let anyone deviate you from the crowd. You got to hear what's not being said. You got to be able to see what's not being shown and be guided by the Spirit. And that's real talk right there. And I'm here to tell you, because I'm telling you, especially when you land at the airport, you better understand the scammers and the evil people. They're going to be targeting that airport. But if you got the skills and the ability to be a chameleon and to blend in, they're going to bypass you. Then you start using the language military, U.S., the embassy, they'll leave you alone. They know what that means. You know, I'm a veteran. I'm still well connected. I know how to tap into my resources if I need to get that U.S. embassy involved, my military skills, because when you start talking military, them soldiers going to look out for each other. Like they always say, a Marine is the first one in and we the last one out, and we don't leave nobody falling. And I'm here to tell you. And I have used my skills. Throughout my life to navigate this life, and I'm here to tell you, you gotta be able to have the ability to see what's not being shown and hear what's not being said when you're in those different elements versus sticking out like a sore thumb. And I'm here to tell you. So I'm telling you, never stay with the group. It's gonna be like 30 of us, but on the flip side, within that 30 people, I'm gonna deliberately be able to discern who is a soldier, who is military, rather your Army, Marine, Navy, Air Force, because we have stamps about ourselves. I'm gonna glue myself to those soldiers because I know they're gonna have the survival skills that they've been trained to do, even when they're traveling abroad. And I'm here to tell you. So I'm telling you, this thing is real. And like I said, I'm in preparation to get ready to go visit the Giza pyramids. And the beauty of this, all of the money I paid, then because of my business, Harrison Associate Resource Center, and I'm a content creator, all those receipts will be presented to my CPA in a 100% business write-off. That's the business side. And I'm here to tell you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have. Check out my live stream lecture I did on December the 2nd. If you missed that, I talked about a lot of topics. That most important topic was that Johari Wonder. Check that replay out. And with that being said, like I said, I'm getting ready to get on up out of here. And this is what life is all about. You got to go see this world. And I'm here to tell you. Simplify, simple fidelis. And I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.